Great.
2 more breaths as you hold your legs in extension. And then soften the knees. Hands down towards the floor. Take a little walk forward and drop down to your hands and knees into box position. Cat cow. Lift your chin, lift your bottom. Let your spine dip. Pull your shoulder blades together behind you. Exhale, curl under. Scoot the belly in. Draw tension. Make this look like it's a bit of an ab crunch. Squeezing in and crunching in. And then releasing, chin up, bottom up. Breath in here. Exhale, curve it into cat stretch. Do it one more time. And then tuck your toes under and lift your hips up as if you're doing downward facing dog. So lift up into that V-shaped position through the body. Now let's bend and extend these knees. I want you to think about lifting your bottom a little bit higher every time you bend one leg. Melting your head and chest further down between your arms. Squeezing the belly tight. And then ground both your heels to the floor. Lift your bottom higher, melt it down. Eye gaze between the ankles, between the knees, or even between the thighs. Dip that chin. Inhale, exhale, roll forward into the tips of the toes. Pause into a plank, and then lift back up. Press your heels to the floor. Inhale, rock forward. Shoulders above wrists. Inhale, exhale, lift back up into downward facing dog. Roll it forward. Lift it up. We're warming up the body. 2 more, roll it forward. Lift the hips, squeeze the belly, eye gaze forward, shoulders back, behind, away from those ears. Last one, come here, forward, pause. Take a long, deep breath. And we're just going to lower the knees down. Bring our hands back underneath our shoulders and take the left leg up and the right arm forward. Squeeze the belly. Take a breath in as you reach. Exhale, let's curl it under. Remember that scooping in everything and then reaching away. So really think about that ab crunch, reach. I've asked Marion to come back, but she's not ready.
Come back, Marion. Come back. Permanent grudge you have.
Although Tom's read it.
I'm not on that group chat. You're good.
No, I know, because you gave us the wrong number. Remember? You couldn't use it for
No, I'm kidding. It works number.
Yeah, you couldn't use it for work, could we?
I could, but I just can't be asked to do it, because otherwise I look at all the group chats from work and have to talk to people.
Yeah, but we're not special. 2 more. Reach. Curl it. Reach. Curl it. Now we're going to drop the knee and the hand down towards the floor. You're going to tuck your toes under. We're going to hover the knees. So use a mirror. Watch your spine, flat back, drawing in through the abs. Look at my Achilles.
Here from yesterday. Back on my thigh.
Oh, nice. Hold it. And then lift up, down facing dog. Good to hear you're feeling it after yesterday, Anthony.
Yeah.
We breathe, we melt the chest down, we press the heels to the floor. We raise the left leg up high to the sky. Now look forward towards me. We're going to drop our body weight forward, taking that left knee round to the outside of our left elbow, sinking down. And then we push it back up to the sky. Remember, the option is to drop down to the knee. We pull the knee forward, we take it over to the right elbow, sinking the hip to the floor and then pushing back up. Why have I lost everybody?
Yeah, because I just didn't understand you, so I have to watch you.
Okay, then we come forward in the center, pull the thigh up, and then we kick back. So one to the left, one to the right, one in the middle. Option, make it a bit easier, is to be here, pull forward, drop your hips down.
I go on to my Fist, was that feeling
That's fine.
pressure on my wrist?
And then pull the knee under and twist and back. So this is your easier option. And then put into the middle, rock your hips forward and push back. So there's your easy option. Guys, come on, let's get moving. Alec, what are you doing?
My wrist as well.
Doing your elbows. Doing your elbows. The only thing about elbows, you'd be a little bit more restricted on pulling the legs under, yeah? So just be a little bit tough. Okay, let's do 2 more. And then lift that leg all the way up to the sky. So this is actually really good strengthening exercise for wrists. Lift, lift, lift. Now, everybody, we're going to draw that knee in and we're going to take it straight down into pigeon. Let's take a little stretch into the buttock. So left knee to left wrist, left foot to right wrist, and lift up. If you don't like the position, come down to seated hurdle. And if you're a seated hurdle, take that foot further forward, or anyone can take that foot further forward. And then bend your back knee. Raise your right arm up and stretch up, reach up. Bend your back leg. So even if you're sitting here, bend that back leg in towards you. Take your hand around, catch hold of that foot. Outside edge. Draw the heel in towards the bottom.
I'm still with you.
So if you're a seated hurdle, you might be able to take that right knee a little bit further back and push your hips forward. If you're in this position, pull your shoulder round to the front, pull your hips around and turn into the center. If you can, raise your arm. There. Drive the heel in. Now stay in this position, released. And then find your stretch. So we want to stretch that left buttock. So drop down into your elbows. So if you're a seated hurdle, sometimes you get the stretch more come this direction, and some people get the stretch more in this direction. So play with the position. But it's the left buttock you're stretching. And just relax the shoulders away from the ears. What happened to the car key? You never told us. So it was in the utility room, underneath some towels. I was really tempted to text you, and I thought I just can't bore you that badly with the outcome. If it was something more exciting, I probably would have done. Take a little wriggle side to side, get really into that stretch. Now, everybody come up into your hands. If you're not a seated hurdle, drop down, spin your right leg around, and pull your left knee in. And just use this leg to sit tall. It's asked me to end my workout. Not to texting me do anything. And then from there, we're going to slide the leg away. We're going to take our arms forward. We're going to sit tall. We're going to skip in. We're going to roll down. We're going to bring our hands together in a pistol grip like that. And we're going to lift our left leg up. Touch to the toes. Drop it down. Drop your body. Come up. Touch to the right. Drop it down. Now that's too much of a straight leg. Then feel free to come into tabletop, where you pull the leg in to a bent knee, 90-degree angle. Reach down. Reach down. Oh, I've got a clunky hip. It doesn't usually happen. Ah, my hip was thick. 8 more. Reach. Touch those toes. And 5, 4. Where is it? 3. 2 more. 2. Last one. 1. Now lift that left leg up and catch it. So walk up it. You might want to keep your knee bent until you can get hold of your foot. Then lift your spine. Use the mirror. So bend the knee enough to lift your spine up too. And then see if you can straighten the leg.
Arms are longer.
Yeah, I know, that's my advantage, right?
Yeah. Nothing to.
Now, if you're really struggling with getting a hamstring stretch, you can hold down here and then pull up there. So I'm seeing quite a lot of this. Let's get taller. Lift, chest up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you. Take 2 breaths here. And then release, hold. Use your abs, use your abs, use your abs. Squeeze. Arms up. Drop back. Hold. 10 seconds here. Scooping that belly in. Breathing, breathing. Get your arms up high. 3, 2, and 1. Come up and reach. Come forward into a fold. So we are bending the knees to catch the feet. Everyone can bend their knees and catch their feet. That is what you need to do. Then drop the chest down and then extend your legs as much as possible. Relax the shoulders. I think Marion's coming back, is she? So drop your chin towards your chest. And then carefully roll. Now, bend your knees by sliding your bottom closer to your heels and then drop down to your elbows. Now, I want you to tuck your elbows behind you. Oh, gosh, shoulders. And then use your core to lift yourself. So you're not sinking, you're lifting, you're elevating. You're pulling your chest forward out your shoulders. Tabletop. Abs on. Little taps down. If you wish. Straight legs down. So this, I'm controlling this with my lower tummy. If it feels too much in your head, you can let it sink back a little bit. If it still feels too much, you can drop out of it and just do that here. Okay? But half the point of this exercise is working on that opening through the shoulder. So it's a bit of a 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. Then the knees, put the feet on the floor, palms down on the ground, and lift your hips. Anybody who sits in front of a computer all day is going to struggle with this. Let's get that rib cage up high, squeeze your butt. Come on, get up, get up, get up, get up. 5, 4, push. 2, and release. And then use your arms to slide your legs away, push up, lift tall. Right, spin feet around behind you. Tuck those toes under once you're there, lift up into downward facing dog. Take a little walk back here again. Ground the heels to the floor. Extend the knees and melt your head and chest down in between those arms. Look forward. Lift your left leg. Now, I'm going to give you guys the option, okay? In fact, just keep your toes on the floor for now. Watch me. You can roll forwards, keeping the leg there, and then lift that same leg back up. 5 times in the left leg, and then 5 times on the right leg. You can do it just with your feet on the floor like we did at the beginning, if you prefer. I don't think any of you need to come down to your knees for this one. So when you're ready, lift the left leg up. And then we roll through the right foot onto the tips of the toes, dropping your hips down, staying in a plank, and then lifting everything back up again for 1. Come forward and lift up for 2. Get that leg high to the sky. When you lift that leg up high to the sky and you're back in downward facing dog, that is relaxation. That is your resting point. Yeah?
This is more resting than that.
Left, up to the sky. And then swap your legs on the floor. Remember, you can do this with your feet on the floor. If you're really struggling, you keep both feet on the ground. Other side. So it's real good. Just when I do weight training, I wear gloves, right? I wear special gloves which support my wrist. It might be worth some of you getting you some gloves, just give it a little bit of support whilst you build strength. Just for him, like a tip. Right, what's going on? We're losing everyone again.
You said 2 5-minute silence.
Oh, you did it?
Yeah.
Oh, then lift up into downward facing dog. You were going too fast, Richard.
He didn't tell me he's got to go.
You actually going too fast, and he's gone bang on time. So I should have gone with you.
Sorry, because you were staring at me, I was scared to go.
One more time. Lift your left leg to the sky. Left leg, not right. And then we're going to take it for a step through and lower your back knee. So bring your foot through so it sits above your knees. Bring your hands inside that leg. Take your foot from the walk and turn the toes out and rotate the outer edge. So open out that hip. You can. Some of you might be flexible enough to come down to your elbows. Oh, God, quite get there. So I'm going to keep my elbows bent and lengthen my spine, sinking my chest down. So wherever you are, you want to find that stretch. Yeah, so you enjoying that?
That was those wide squats yesterday, swinging the weight side to side.
I think you're right.
It's right here. It's good though.
Good. Everyone was tired, so that's the point. Okay, we're going to come up onto our hands if you're on the elbows, which no one is. Bring the foot in. Hand on the thigh, lift your back leg. And then rotate. Squeeze and squeeze the shoulder blade and turn. You can leave that knee on the floor if that's better for you. That's absolutely fine. Keep those hips low. 5, 4. Extend that back leg if it's off the floor. 2 and 1. Bring the hands back down. Drop that knee. Bring your fingertips a little bit further closer towards your right knee and push your body weight back. Toes to the floor and sit down to a hamstring stretch. That same leg that we were stretching earlier, that left one. Roll onto the back of the heel, pushing your bottom back another inch and drop down. You can catch the foot if you wish. And then again, release. Come back. Hands to the floor, tuck your toes, lift the knee and slide back to plank. Now we are going to drop our knees down towards the floor and stay in a half plank. Use the mirror. So we don't want to be up here, we want to be down here. Inhale, lower yourself down. Hover, if you can, hover here. Exhale, press up. Lift the knees, plank. Inhale, knees. Exhale, lower the chest. Hover. Inhale to hold. Exhale, power up. Knees off, plank. So, a little bit of an easier option if you need to. Knees down. Turn your fingers in. Do a little push up here. And then push back up. Turn your hands back to parallel and lift the knees off the floor. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, down into tricep dip, hover. Breath into pause. Exhale, power up. Knees up, plank. One more time. Knees down. Roll forward. Squeeze the elbows into rib cage. Pause. Leave your bottom in the air. Press up. And then power back into shoulder pose. So my knees are about shoulder width apart, not all the way towards the edges of my mat. And then I'm pulling my bottom into my heels. Take your hands close together, narrow stance in the arm, and reach your fingers as you melt your head and chest down. Look forward, bring your body weight up. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath hips, cat cow, lift your eye gaze, lift your bottom, pull your shoulder blades back. So let the middle of your spine dip down and then go the opposite direction. Curve away, push the floor away and open the shoulder blades. Come back to neutral, take your right leg out behind you, take your left arm in front. We breathe in, we pause, we find our balance, we reach, we exhale, curl it under, scooping the belly in into that crunch, and then releasing. Pull it in. What are we doing? Right, middle, left. Right, middle, left.
Yeah,
That's next.
it's the next bit.
Oh.
Okay, I've got to go, sorry. So no, is
Oh, that one.
that all right if I go?
What now? But you've only stretched one side.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
No.
Are you really going to go?
No, I'm
He's
teasing.
God. Think about it, a little mini heart
Exactly, I
attack.
know what you're like when it comes to making sure that I go out.
Balanced.
Cool, balanced.
That's why you have to tell me if you're going to leave early, like on a serious note, and I will get you doing different things. Right, 3 more of these, please. I know your wrists are taking a lot today, but keep it going. After your last big reach out, drop your hands, drop your knees to the ground. Good. Everyone's struggling with their wrists. When you struggle with your wrists, turn your fingers like this. Do it now, I'm feeling it. And straighten out the arms. The more you slide your hands forward, the more you'll feel it.
The right foot.
Definitely, that gets my forearms right in that wrist joint as well, yeah? We should do this every day. Just sit there, and just pull your hands in, pull them that way, pull them both ways.
Let me straighten it, yeah, that's just as much.
It's not very nice, is it? But it's nice when you release it.
Like saying,
Yeah. It doesn't
No,
hurt when
no,
I
no,
stick a
no,
spoon in
no.
my mouth. It's not me going to take it out.
Okay, let's give these wrists a little break. Elbows, plank.
Because I do need to leave bang on one.
No, it's only 7:15 now, so we're all right.
If you need to leave, can you please stretch your right side? So can you go into that seated hurdle on your right leg?
it's only it's tentative, I guess.
This because I'd rather you've got that balance, okay? And give me some little hip pulses whilst you're there. You can give me some little walking foot walks if you wish. It's up to you. On your elbow. So. Lovely. Lovely. 8 more. Slowly. And then pause. If you need to drop your knees, just give a quick breather. Do so. Stay up off the floor. Extend those knees, Anthony. Just another 5 seconds. And then drop your knees. Okay, up onto those hands. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Right side. So you'll need to, do you do this exercise for me? You can just do 10 of those and do a little hamstring stretch, then I'll be happy you've done your right button and your right thingy. Right legs, God, it's been a bit of a S show today, isn't it?
No one noticed that.
Let's go! Elbow! Sorry, knee to elbow. And to the opposite side. Sink the hips, lift it up, and then to the center. Your option to make it easy is knee stays here, pull it out, just rock forward subtly into the shoulders. Just do a little twist in the body. And then a curve in here. There's your easier option, yeah? Stick with that one. We've done lots of hardcore things today. This week, I mean. Are you filling up with them? Yeah, okay.
Are you in pain? Yeah. Oh, great.
Well, then I feel like I've done my job properly, you know, especially if you do someone else's job. 2 more rounds. Work through it. Come on, we can do it. Work it. Breathe. I'm being kind today. Good job, no one puts into the next one, isn't it? Let's stop the couple. Okay, last one. And then that leg raises up to the sky. And then it swigs through to pigeon. And then as soon as you land, you've got that opportunity to take a nice long breath, bring your heart rate back down again. So if that doesn't work for you, seated hurdle, bending both your knees. Raise your left arm up. Bend your back leg and catch around that foot. Heel to bottom. And then draw your shoulders away from that foot. So bring yourself around to the middle of your pigeon. If you're here, physically push your hips forward and pull your shoulders back.
Where should we feel this side?
Your left thigh. And if you can, put your arm. Can mermaid to reach today? Ah, no. Release the leg and then find your stretch. So find your buttock stretch. Then you go like it's on one side. Oh, that hasn't.
No, it's 5-2.
God, I was reading the wrong thing, sorry. Long deep breaths in. Let the shoulders relax away from the ears. Let your body weight really sink into the right butt cheek without dropping out of your pigeon, unless you're obviously a different hurdle. And then we're all going to just roll into that buttock, swinging the left leg around in front, grabbing hold and lifting up tall. Okay, slide it away. You ready?
Nobody was.
Ready?
Drop down, pistol grip. You did this one, didn't you? Yeah. Okay, lift up. Right leg, drop. Left leg. Eight more. Reach. See if you can sink back a little bit more. See if you can straighten your legs a little bit more. 5, 4, 3. Come on, use those abs. Last one. And then we lift the right one up. And we grab it. We bend the knee to catch the foot. And then we lift our spine. Shoulders back, chest elevated. Then if you can, straighten the leg.
You should use your forehead to straighten the knee.
Get some extra leverage.
Push your foot against your arm. Get the back of the knee down towards the floor.
You need arm extensions, don't you?
I need something. I've cut my nails for a few months.
You need to lift your foot higher and straighten your leg more.
Yeah, right. It's easy to say. Now my back's bent.
Little.
There should be no contortion class, shouldn't it, really?
Thank you. Technical.
That's all right. Error. It's not like it never happens to anyone ever. We've got the auditors in at the moment and nobody could log on this morning.
Marvelous, great timing. Okay, we're going to release that leg and hold. Da, 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 da. Now lift up a little bit more into the spine using your core. Pull your rib cage up. Lift the leg. Lift the arm. We go. Did we go?
No, we didn't go.
5,
I was expecting it.
8, 7. Lift the leg. Lift your chest. Squeeze the belly. 3, 2. And release. Lift up tall. Forward. Your favourite stretch, right?
It is the one I'm best at.
I could come and sit on your knees,
No.
but I think I might break something. Whether or not that'd be my actual weight, or whether
I
or not
need
your
to-
hamstrings would snap
Yeah, but I
completely.
say, I think it's more like it.
Oh no.
I'm going to be you don't weigh anything. But
I'm good 67 kilos. There's a load to sit on those knees.
I lost 5 in January.
Did you find? Done you.
Down to 80.
Good luck. All that hard work is paying off.
Well, by not drinking anything, so I did. Couldn't eat chocolate, I didn't drink anything.
And you were doing probably more exercise. No?
Shows how much you were drinking before.
Right, guys,
Something.
release and roll up.
That's the issue.
But your hands are going back down to his elbows. It's always easiest if
I
you
don't
go
drink, but
Well, each beers maybe 300-400 calories.
I don't drink milk, but when I do, I go for it. But I don't drink milk.
no,
What's that?
I'm more of a binge drinker. It's like won't drink for 3 months and then have
Yeah, me
5
too.
pints and that'll be
That's it.
I'm done.
Okay, you can do leg extension together if you have the strength to do it today. You can just do one leg tap, pull in. You can do straight legs, tapping down. I don't recommend necessarily going all the way down here. But you might anti yourself a bit. Plunk. Makes me feel sick.
You do that. There's one you made us do on the back. My hip feels.
If you get too much in those shoulders, drop to the floor, carry on. But otherwise, lift the chest out of your shoulders. Lift your head out of your neck. Squeeze those shoulders together. Give me 4 more. Then, lift those legs up high. Drop your feet and lift the chest up, palms to the floor. Come on, get up, get up, get up.
Really?
Get up,
Good one.
get up, get up, get up, get up. It's easier on your hands. Get up.
It is easier when you have, yeah.
Pull, physically pull your shoulder blades together and elevate more. Squeeze your butt. Hold it for 5, 4, come on. 3, 2, and release. Slide your legs down. Use your forearms to lift yourself up. Woo. Bring your feet together and pull them right in close. Open the knees out wide and lift yourself up tall. Push those knees down.
So we're now balanced, aren't we? Yeah. We're now balanced.
Yes,
Okay.
but we haven't finished. So use your grip of your hands on your ankles, push the knees down and raise the chest. Always think about spine, posture, elevation. The more you reach, the more you'll stretch. Oh gosh. You probably feeling that from yesterday actually. Hip flexors from lunges.
Yeah, my back's still bent, so it doesn't really hurt. If I straighten my back, I would do.
Okay, ease it off. Slide your feet away, it's about there. Fingers to the side of the head, scoop down, and we're going to lift up and rotate for 1, 2. So turn, the knees are kind of going out to the side, like a kind of open hip abduction. Twist, twist. If you need to drop it down, level come to here. So it's just less further to go.
Less than a reach.
That's the one, that'll do. If you want more, reach to the toes. Reach to the toes. Come on, let's do it. 16 more. Rotate. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Twist your body. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Last 2. Come on. 2. Last 1 and 1. And then roll up, keeping your legs in that position and just drop down. Changes your stretch into your lower back. Breathe.
So if I did boxing and then what is Kyle's shredded? And
Yeah,
then today,
yeah,
would I still be alright?
yeah.
Would you die?
No.
I have to go, sorry. Am I allowed to go?
Yes, you're allowed to
Thank
go.
you.
Weakness.
You won't die.
Okay,
You might feel like what?
might try it.
I'm teaching Carl's class again next week.
Are you?
Oh God, is that?
8th,
Tuesday?
7th.
Someone for the
Is he
next
out
day.
here?
Who? Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Nick.
Is he waiting for me?
No?
He might be. Can you go and ask him, please?
How long are you
And
going to
a
be?
car needs a clean.
Well, I was going to be another 10 minutes, but
Are you waiting for Polly?
spin your feet around.
No, he's not waiting for you.
Start without you.
So if I,
I'm bending, but he's not. Lift up into downward facing dog, guys. Really use this opportunity. Actually, let's drop down to our elbows here and do dolphin. So drop your elbows, push your heels down and lift your hips. So no pressure at all on those wrists that have been doing lots of work. And then what I want you to do is slide your toes back and then bring your forearms side by side and lower your hips. Now look towards me. We're going to turn the feet and we're going to squeeze the shoulder blade like this. Options, drop your lower knee down. You're going to rotate back to center and then turn the other way and squeeze your shoulder blade as you lift your hip. So if you're on your knees, if you try and stay here, when you turn, drop that knee down and then pull that knee, elbow back. Then rotate back around, then see if you can lift your knees and then drop it that way. Give it a go in your own time, in your own way. Forearms side to the forearms on side to side like that. Like that. Exactly, yeah. Turn your toes. Oh, it's on your knees. My back just went. Oh, fabulous.
I did that yesterday.
Keep turning. Come on, Alec. Oh, 4 more.
Oh my God, I can't do it.
No, is it unhappy?
Yeah, it's very unhappy.
Right, go to child pose. Stretch it out carefully. If you can get out.
Oh, I'm so pathetic this week.
And come back to the centre. I don't know if I want to put this on YouTube. Pulse hips again, up and down like you did before. If you want to pulse hip with one leg up, do so. Give me 8 each side if you're doing one leg. And then the other side. And then release back to child's pose, everyone. This time, knees really wide. So take your knees to the edges of your mat. Big toes together and sink down. Sorry, I'm just setting you that head. I sit on my brides. I quite often they think when I'm at their house and they've got this big window, you know, the neighbours are looking in, how wrong it would often look.
As you're dragging them around the living room.
Well, sitting on something like this, it's a bit wrong, isn't it? Because most of my clients are men, which makes it even worse. You have a laugh at that, though. Okay. Is it right in here? There. Yeah. Your body's going, can I have a couple of these, please? Yeah. Right, carefully bring yourself forward onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes, and we're just going to lift our bottoms, walk back to our feet. And then once you're here, just soften the knees, go hold your elbows, take a little sway side to side. And back to center. Hands to the top of the knees. Use your arms to roll yourself up. Lift the chin, take a shoulder roll and open your arms and raise your arms up. Bring your hands together. How we started at the beginning, interlacing your fingers. Take your palms to the sky. This time, stretch over to one side and just pause. Pause the stretch. Straighten the elbows. You must use your core to hold yourself there. And try and turn your eye gaze underneath that shoulder. And then inhale back to center. Exhale. Turn underneath. Squeeze the butt, squeeze the abs. Everything's still active. Inhale back to center. Reach up as we exhale. And then open your arms down. Bring your hands together, bow and clap. That was my thing fast. I think I've done in months. Oh, yeah. More of a bit of an express yoga lattes there.